Hi, my name is Dorena. I am better known as the Space Doula. And this month, inside of the Lynn Academy, our theme is success. The more that we feel successful, the more that we are successful. And I want to give you 5 of my favorite tips for decluttering. But first, let's talk about what clutter is. It is anything we don't love, anything we don't need, anything we don't use. It can be that simple. It's the mantra that I want you to keep in the back of your mind as you look at your belongings in your home. Do I love it? Do I need it? Do I use it? If the answer is no to any one of those, then let it go. So, my very first tip for you being successful in your decluttering efforts is the lowest hanging fruit. I want you to identify one thing today that you can let go of, that you already know that you don't love, need, or use. It's not a hard decision. Look for the lowest hanging fruit and let those go. And that leads me to my second tip, and that's I want you to follow through. Once that decision's made, once that you know you want to let something go, follow it through and let it go out of your home. Sometimes we have these tendencies to make the decision and then we let the things pile up, maybe in the back of a closet or in a pile by your front door. And you say, okay, I'm going to get a lot of these things and then I will take them to the thrift store or to recycling. But what happens as those things build up, by their very nature, they have heavier energy because you've already decided that they no longer serve you. And so as that pile of things that you're going to let go grows, so does your procrastination, because that pile all of a sudden feels heavier than when you started, and then you don't want to do it because you're like, oh my gosh, that's so much to let go of. So once you've made the decision, usher it out of your home, put it in the trash, put it in recycling, take it to the thrift store, post it on the app where you want to sell it, give it to a friend who really wants the thing, right? Make the decision and get it out of your home. Number 3, if you find yourself procrastinating and just feeling like this feels heavy to declutter, I want you to do it in small steps. Dedicate 10 minutes a day to your decluttering efforts. And not only dedicate 10 minutes a day, but make it those 10 minutes where you feel the best, that you're most inspired and most motivated. If you're not a morning person, don't make those first 10 minutes of the day be your decluttering time, right? Or if you're not a night person, don't wait until 8 o'clock and say, okay, now I've got to do my 10 minutes. Pick the time of day where you will be the most motivated, and then you will have the most success. Number 4, and this is perhaps my favorite, I want you to sort your belongings, right? Think of those like things with like things and put them together, because often we don't realize how much of a thing that we have. And then when we sort, if that's the first step we take in our decluttering, is putting the like things with like things, then it becomes easier to see how much we have and to let go. Because we might be like, oh, I actually don't need 10 pairs of sneakers. I really only need 1 or 2. And then it's easier to let go of those other 8 or whatever the thing may be. And then last, my 5th tip for you is everything has a home. Make sure that all the belongings in your home actually have a home within your home. Because when we don't have a home for everything, those things tend to pile up in random spots. And when they pile up in random spots, we have the tendency to add more to that random spot. And then all of a sudden you have a pile of clutter, right? And then, like we talked about just a second ago, that pile tends to get heavier and we don't know where to put it. But when we have a home for everything, so all the mail goes in this basket, or all my shoes go in this closet, when everything has a home, it's so much easier to stay organized and to avoid those piles of clutter. So pick the tips that resonate with you, that feel good to you. Begin decluttering so that you can step into 2025 feeling lighter. All right, bye for now. Mwah.